An investment in housing is an investment in children's stability, family success, and the overall health of the nation. Welcome to FMBN podcast. This is a podcast where I provide you the information you need to make your home ownership dream a success. If you ever wondered the benefit of the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, stay with me as I begin to unravel all the benefits you need to have for you to be able to access affordable housing. My name is Olachi Anyekwa. But before we get on the show, let's go on a commercial break. We'll be right back.
Let's go.
Huh? What is it again?
Oga, I dey drive this car, my mind no dey. My landlord is on my neck.
Your landlord again? I thought I have told you this before. Get a mortgage, register with NHF scheme, and get a home up front. What is so difficult about this?
Oga, I will do just that. See, I will shame that my landlord. Mortgage.
At the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, everyone deserves a home.
If you're just joining us, welcome to FMBN podcast. This podcast is proudly sponsored by the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. Okay, now the housing fact. Do you have questions that are bothering you? Have you ever wondered what are the benefits of the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria? If you have those questions, please send them on the comment sections and let's begin. Let's answer the question that is bothering Mr. Kunle. He asked, can a self-employed NHF contributor access the NHF contribution loan? Let's hear the answer.
Yes, self-employed NHF contributors can access construction loan to develop their personal residential properties.
The vision of the federal government is to fix the housing challenge of the country, and this has become a focal point of the Tinubu-led administration alongside the FMBN. Earlier, a Harvard committee on non-remittance of NHF and utilization was set by the National Assembly to probe and ensure smoothness in the system. Austin Bitrosinum has the report.
As part of measures to cope and cure the menace in the housing sector, the Speaker, House of Representatives, Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, has set up an ad hoc committee to review the National Housing Fund at NHF. Stating emphasis on the purpose for NHF, the Speaker said the NHF loan represents a commitment to addressing one of the most fundamental needs of citizens, which is affordable housing. According to him, the House will look into the law, which is obsolete now. He said from 1992 to date calls for a review with other relevant issues. The ad hoc committee on non-remittance of the National Housing Fund and utilization is led by its chairman, Honorable Tajung Bagos. The committee is set to investigate the alleged non-remittance to the National Housing Fund and critically review the utilization of the fund from 2011 to date. On Monday, the 4th of September, the committee led by Tajung Bagos took out to some of the project sites in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Speaking at one of the sites in Lifecam, the chairman of the committee said the essence of the inspection is to see how much FMBN has put in respect to National Housing Fund.
To the National Housing Fund. And ours is that it's not just about the non-remittance. Ours is to see that what that fund was meant for is actually being utilized for. So we are here to say this. At the end of the day, we'll put the numbers together to see if it tallies to what we are seeing on ground, if it tallies to the materials used on ground, and at the same time, how many workers, both in the public and private sector, have been able to access this, because what will now be the utilization, what will now be the need of them contributing, and they cannot access the funds. So this is part of our oversight and the reason of why we are here from the mandate of the ad hoc committee.
Speaking on NHF contribution, the Chief Executive Officer and Managing Director of FMBN Madu Haman said the opportunity is open for all Nigerians.
Your contribution actually qualifies you to apply for NHF mortgage loan under the scheme. And so your first action is to identify the type of house you want, and then check whether your earnings will qualify you for that type of house, because they will have different prices for different houses.
He also talked about the opportunity and the ongoing effort by the bank to bring in the informal sector.
Cooperatives that are also participating in these housing schemes. It's not only government workers or organized labor workers. We also have informal cooperatives that are also applying for these funds to also get their own houses. As long as they are contributors to the fund, they are qualified.
The committee chairman charged engineers and developers who are responsible for the various projects to ensure that the houses are completed and the road also are completed by January. He also encouraged FMBN to continue doing the good work for civil servants and Nigerians at large. The committee has said that the inspection will continue until the right thing is done. From 7 TV, Austin Beatrice Sanam.
Interesting. Let's take a quick break and we will be right back. When we'll come back, we'll go to the FMBN news of the week.
The latest couple in town.
Good day, sir.
How are you? Oh, sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Drinks?
No, we're fine, sir.
How was the moon experience?
It was quite an experience.
How about house?
We are renting at the moment, but we intend to save enough to own our own house, right?
Why not avoid all those Shylock landlords and own a house upfront? With the average income and cost of building houses today in Nigeria, mortgage is the best option. No sweat. I tell you what, that was how I got my first house, and I've never regretted it.
To make good homes, and by implication, a good society, an individual is expected to have an abode from which to take off and return at the end of each day. At the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, everyone deserves a home. Come join us at FMBN and let's shelter Nigeria together.
To improve transparency and accountability in managing the NHF funds, Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria has introduced Star 219 hash. Star 219 hash is a new way to know the status of your NHF contribution from anywhere. To use this service, dial Star 219 hash. Select 1 to update your contact detail. Press 2 to check your contribution status in any month up to the last 5 years. You can also use our mortgage calculator and bulletin board by selecting options 5 and 6 respectively. You can access other services by using direct shortcodes like Star 219 Star 3 hash to retrieve your NHF number, Star 219 Star 4 Star 1 hash to check your last 5 transactions, and Star 219 Star 4 Star 2 hash to check your statement of account. No internet connection required, and it is available on all networks. Star 219 hash. Simpler, smarter, faster. Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. Everyone deserves a home.
This program is proudly sponsored by the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. Now, the news of the week. And that's about that on today's episode of FMBN Podcast. Please do well to join us next week. But before you go, follow us on all our social media platforms. Do well to visit us on www.fmbn.gov.ng for more inquiries. Till I come your way again, my name is Olachi Anyakwa. See you next week. Bye.